Your latest news update from Western Mass News.
Good morning, I'm Glenn Kittle, and this is your latest news update from Western Mass News. An F-22 fighter jet shot down an unidentified object yesterday, this time over Canada. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says he consulted with President Biden about the shoot-down and says Canadian forces will lead the recovery operation. This is now the third time the U.S. military has brought down objects that have violated U.S. and now Canadian airspace in the past week. And police are searching for individuals responsible for dumping a deceased large light brown male pit bull in West Springfield. Police say the incident occurred on February 6th and the dog was wrapped in these Mickey Mouse and shark blankets. They believe at least one of the individuals responsible and possibly the dog are from the north end of Springfield. If you have any information regarding these individuals or the dog, you're being asked to contact the West Springfield Police Department. A viewer reached out to our newsroom concerned over the conditions of their apartment building in Springfield, claiming a potentially dangerous living space for tenants. The building is a part of the New Colony Court Apartments on Maple Street. Lieutenant Ryan of the Springfield Fire Department confirmed to Western Mass News they responded to the scene on Friday night to tape off an area, but there is no structural damage to the building.
Happy Super Bowl Sunday. The forecast today, very simple. Temperatures on either side of 50 degrees, some afternoon clouds. Overall, no weather issues today. Locally, if you're heading to New York City up to Boston, towards the, let's say New York City and the Cape, notice some rain comes in overnight into early Monday morning. So if you have travel plans down there, keep that in mind. But temperature-wise, not that bad. For 12 tomorrow, around 40. By 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, near 50 with lots of sun. Very mild throughout most of the week. Record warmth possible Thursday after a morning shower. The powerful cold front could bring in some strong winds and heavy rain, even some thunder overnight to drop temperatures off in a big way late in the forecast. But this is just incredible. Look at this warmth. We should be in the mid-30s. How about mid-50s, even some low 60s, which would be records late in the forecast. Today's forecast for Super Bowl Sunday, some afternoon clouds, light breeze, super nice near 50. Get outside and pass the football before watching the football. Valentine's Day looks high and dry near 50 with a breezy wind. Thursday to Friday, some showers with that record warm. Cold front comes in with a strong wind gust, and then much colder for Saturday.
Stay with Western Mass News on air, online, and on our app throughout the day for breaking news, weather, and exclusive content.